Just 7 minutes ago, Tether bought $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. Do they expect a huge movement to the upside? What are we seeing right now behind the scenes? Let's analyze. Hello ladies and gentlemen of Paradise Club, this is Simon from Crypto Paradise. Welcome back, it's great to have you here. Today in this video we will go through multiple time frames, we will go through Bitcoin versus Euro, alright, we will take a look at dollar index, we will take a look where the CME futures gap is, we will go through weekly time frame, daily time frame, 4 hour, and we will finish with 1 hour time frame. Speaking about 1 hour time frame, you remember this descending trend line. I've told you that if we will be able to reclaim it, the next target will be right here, right? You remember that from the previous video that I have recorded for you around on 27th. We have been discussing this, and right now this resistance is being tested. As you can see, we have been trying to reclaim the resistance into support, but it wasn't possible. The bears are too strong right now. We have got rejected exactly from 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, and right now we are actually trying to reclaim the moving average trend line back into a resistance. As you can see, so far we have got a break to the downside and a reclaim. Retest was successful, so the reclaim seems to be intact. So right now we will be discussing in a minute what this means, alright, where the prices of Bitcoin with the highest probability will go next. But first of all, I want to share with you the Fear and Greed Index. As you already know, every time I'm speaking about it on mycryptoparadise.com, you can monitor that with me, and basically I'm telling you the 80-20, alright, levels. They are magical levels. 20, when we are getting near to it, it works as a bottoming signal. Given that the price of Bitcoin is also at support, it works absolutely beautifully. When we are going near or a little bit above 80, it's working as a resistance. Given that the Bitcoin price is at some important resistance level, that's even increasing the probabilities. Also, if you know Elliott Wave structures, right, you can also understand how the waves are continuing. So if you are seeing 3 move structures of 5 waves, it's also a great hint that the move is completed and we are about to see a reversal on multiple time frames. You have loads of them, right? So if we take a look at the waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, impulse was done, ladies and gentlemen, hit that 80, Bitcoin nicely confluenced with the resistance, and as you can see so far we are having some reaction out of it. Again, you can monitor that with me on our website mycryptoparadise.com. We have prepared this for you for free, among other insights that you can monitor as well that can help you with making better trading decisions. Let's right now take a look what I have wanted to share with you as well, the Bitcoin Euro. I want to remind to you that versus Euro, Bitcoin wasn't able to break the previous high that we have made since January, alright? Take a look at this. Unlike Bitcoin versus USDT, we have been able to break above the previous high, alright? And I do believe that the reason for it is that the dollar is so extremely weak. And we have been speaking about the dollar index, DXY, right? We have been talking about it, that we are trading inside of a double 3 corrective mode wave pattern. And right now you can see we are at support zone that is being nicely held by this Fibonacci retracement level 618 and 786, very important Fibonacci retracement levels. We are also hitting the structural previous resistance. Now it's acting as a support, ladies and gentlemen, very important level. And if you can understand that the Bitcoin is at resistance, dollar index is at support. On dollar index we are also having a bullish divergence, right? Lower low on the price action, equal low on the RSI. We are near oversold area. Right now we are also trying to reclaim the moving average RSI trend line from a resistance into a support, ladies and gentlemen. So this is all suggesting that the bulls are having a great time to step in on dollar, and you might see dollar to get stronger again, alright? And if dollar index will get stronger, What does it mean? Well, Bitcoin with the highest probability needs to get weaker. Since January, take a look at this crash. All right, we have crashed by 12%, and I do believe that this is one of the reasons why, unlike on Euro pair, you see on Bitcoin versus USDT pair that we have created a higher high. All right, so let's take a look right now on the weekly time frame. Are we bearish? Are we bullish on the weekly time frame chart? Well, let's take a look at it. So first of all, on the higher high, we have created a bearish divergence. Paradise, let's take a look at this. All right, higher high on the price action, lower high on the MACD histogram that basically show us that the momentum of bulls is really weak. All right, together with that, we have got also a bearish cross, which is increasing the bearish probabilities, so points to bears. Then we have got a double top formation made out of two shooting star candlestick patterns, one here, secondary one here, ladies and gentlemen, double top formation. Then we have got a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern after a shooting star. This is a confirmation, as you know from our MCP for University. Shooting star is usually visible at the end of uptrends. If you have also a confirmation of this bearish engulfing, ladies and gentlemen, it's basically increasing the bearish probabilities, another points for bears. Previously in January, what happened? We have got shooting star only one, bearish engulfing. It was confirmation for a crash together because we have understood that the Elliott Wave section of that ending diagonal is already finishing. So the formation of ending diagonal that been trading inside of the fifth wave finished. All of the subwaves we have been monitoring, so that was finished. Confirmation, shooting star, bearish engulfing. Right now, the channel that held the Bitcoin in this uptrend is getting reclaimed. All right, so we are having a break to the downside with increasing volume and retest with decreasing volume. All right, this is a bearish reclaim, ladies and gentlemen. We are changing the previous support, as you can see right here. It was acting as a support into a resistance. All right, not only that we are breaking below this ascending channel, but also we have created another shooting star on the weekly time frame, and just 1 day ago we have created a second bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. So a confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. I'm definitely not looking too long on weekly. We are actively seeking short position opportunities with Paradise Family VIPs. All right, so together with that, you know that we are trading inside of this corrective mode wave pattern A, B, C. The expanded flat is having A and B waves, corrective mode waves, three wave structures basically. The C wave, however, is a motive mode wave. That's why you see 5 moves to the downside, and I do believe that the final C wave will take us towards $44,000. That's going to be the hard degree secondary wave basically. So this 5 moves to the upside was the first wave, then a secondary wave, and the third wave will take us towards $240,000. My prediction with ParadiseTeam is that basically we will hit $240,000 by the end of 2026, early 2027. All right, so but let's not upfront this prediction. Let's right now focus what's going on right here. I do believe that we are starting the first motive mode wave of that impulse, and this motive mode wave, as you know, again from our website mycryptoparadise.com, is a subdividing itself, ladies and gentlemen, into 5 smaller waves. All right, it's a motive mode wave, as you can see. So this first wave of an impulse can be impulse itself, or it can be a leading diagonal. We don't know, but it doesn't matter because this will have a 5 move structure anyway, if it's a impulse or a leading diagonal. That means, let me just show you what I mean by that. This first wave is basically gonna subdivide itself into 5 smaller waves. If it's going to be a leading diagonal, the only difference is that the fourth wave will go to the price territory of the first and secondary wave, this section right here. All right, but it's going to be a 5 wave structure anyway. So I do believe that we have already finished the first wave right here. First wave finished, secondary wave as well, confirmed by the shooting star, and we will be also calculating the subwaves. So that was confirmation for that, and I do believe that right now we are in the third wave. The third wave is also a motive mode wave, as you can see right here, M, motive mode wave. It's always an impulse, all right? That means it subdivides itself into 5 small waves as well. It cannot be leading or ending diagonal. It's always an impulse. And let's right now zoom in, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, right now, from the weekly perspective, just to wrap it out, I'm not looking for long opportunities until we can break above this resistance. If we will, this count will be invalidated and I will be targeting $135,000 before the major reversal to the downside. But right now, I've been describing to you everything, and basically from the weekly perspective, from the ultra high time frame perspective, it seems to be bearish. All right, the probabilities are on the bearish side right now from the weekly time frame perspective. Let's zoom into the price action. Here was the 5 moves to the downside, then ABC zigzag right here, secondary wave. It finished at the bottom of the 4th wave right here and top of the 1st wave of that first higher degree wave, ladies and gentlemen. On the daily time frame, what I want to share with you also is this bearish divergence. It's a hidden bearish divergence. We have created a lower high on the price action and higher high on the MACD histogram. This is a hidden bearish divergence, as you know from our website mycryptoparadise.com. In our MCP3 University, when the price action is creating lower high, but the indicator, in our case MACD, is creating higher high, basically the retail been really exhausting themselves on that pump to the upside, but they have been unable to break above this resistance. All right, so somebody big was executing all that buying liquidity, creating short positions. He been distributing that price action, and basically that's why the price wasn't able to break from this resistance, neither the previous high. All right, and that's what created this bearish divergence, where we have created lower high on the price action and higher high on the MACD histogram. So lots of momentum got exhausted at resistance, suggests that somebody big been executing their sell limit orders and didn't let the price to keep moving to the upside. So right now, I do believe that we are also on the RSI indicator, reclaiming the RSI moving average trend line. We are changing it from the previous support right here into resistance. So we have broke to the downside, and as you know, for the reclaim, you also need a bearish retest. So we are changing that right now into resistance. If we will be able to have a reclaim back into changing this into a support, I will be looking for a higher prices, right? But so far it doesn't seem like it. So far it seems like a bearish retest. So on the daily time frame as well, the bears are basically having a bigger probability. Henceforth, we are actively looking for short trading opportunities, and with the highest probability, the price action will look like something like this. We will start the 3rd wave that will finish at around $88,000. All right, so right now the 3rd wave, as I've already told you, is subdividing itself into 5 small waves. I do believe the 1st wave was finished right here. Right now we are finishing the secondary wave. The secondary wave cannot go beyond the end of the 1st wave. All right, if we will start reclaiming this, I will be looking for long positions until we can reclaim this previous high. The secondary wave, the Elliott Wave counter that I'm sharing with you right now, is still intact. All right, and we are forming the 3rd wave, and this was the 1st wave. Right now we are finishing the secondary wave, and then we will have a 3rd wave, 4th wave, and the 5th wave will take us towards this key high time frame support zone at around $91,000, and we can go as down as $88,000. It's nicely confluencing with the support that we have been analyzing together on the weekly time frame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's right now take a look on the subwaves of this section right here. We will be able to understand more clearly what's happening. So this was the higher degree 1st wave, secondary wave finished at the top of the 1st wave, bottom of the 4th wave. Also, there's another confluence of the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level, so it finished right here, and now we are starting the 3rd wave, and this was the 1st wave of the 3rd wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves to the downside, right? And right now we are doing the secondary wave, which is usually a deep correction that That means it retraces more than 50% of this wave, all right? Usually it hits 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. Sometimes it can go as deep as to 786, all right? But it cannot go beyond this secondary wave high. If it's gonna reclaim this resistance, as I've already told you, I will be looking for a long positions, all right? So right now we are completing the secondary wave. We need to create probably a zigzag, right? That's usually what the secondary waves are being formed in, a corrective mode zigzag pattern, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show it to you. Let me find it for you right here. Zigzag, that means the A wave and C waves are motive mode waves. The B wave is a corrective mode wave, all right? So right now I do believe that we are finishing the A wave. We are starting the B wave, ladies and gentlemen. After that we will have a C wave that might be truncated, or like the highest price, I do believe, if this zigzag is going to be really intact, if it's going to be the formation we will be doing for the secondary wave, and if this Elliott wave count is correct, we will not exceed that $116,000 because I want to see touching this 786 Fibonacci retracement level and not go beyond it, all right? So right now we are waiting for finishing of the secondary wave. Once that's confirmed, we will be riding the waves to the downside. If you take a look at the MACD histogram, so far we don't have a bearish divergence yet. We are waiting for a bearish cross, but the momentum is already decreasing. On the RSI indicator, we can see that we are above 70, so we are in overbought area. No bearish divergence yet, however, all right? If you take a look at the stochastic RSI, we are opening legs already, so the bears can start stepping in, all right? But I do believe there needs to be the C wave as well. So let me right now show you what I mean by that. Let's again just recapitulate the 5 moves to the downside. Here we can clearly see the subwaves of this wave right here. So we have been calculating that previously together. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth wave was a beautiful expanding triangle that subdivides itself into 5 small waves, A, B, C, D, E, all right? And after we have got the 5th wave that finished right here. We have afterwards started to create a quite complex first wave in a leading diagonal pattern, 5 moves to the upside. This was the secondary wave, ABC structure, 3 waves structure, and right now we are having extended 3rd wave that basically subdivides itself into 5 small waves as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all right? And I do believe we will have a 4th wave and a 5th wave. After that we will complete the A wave, all right? And the 5th wave might be truncated given that the 3rd wave already touched the important resistance level. But once we complete that 5 moves to the downside, I will be looking for the B wave that's usually ending at 50% of the previous wave, or sometimes 0.618, all right? So let me give you an example by analyzing the 3rd wave, probably around $111,000. Here will be a nice support area, ladies and gentlemen. So I will be definitely looking with Paradise Family VIPs in our scalping membership, probably for some long positions right here upon confirmations. Well, I do believe right now we will be creating some kind of a zigzag or double free, maybe even triangle corrective mode wave pattern, all right? And after that we will be riding in the final C wave. Again, after this A wave is finished, all right, we will be looking for another 5 moves to the upside. It might not go beyond the end of the previous wave, all right? So truncations are possible. However, I want to see $116,000 to be touched. With the highest probability it's going to be touched. So here, once we will start basically seeing that the corrective mode wave pattern formation is already created and it's done, and we will be hitting some resistances, we will be seeing that on the on-chain the whales are also starting to enter in some heavy short positions. On the 1 hour time frame we'll be looking for short trading opportunities. If we will have confirmations right here at around $111,000, I will be interested in bullish trading opportunities in riding the waves to the upside in expectations of the C wave formation. So ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button if you are enjoying these videos and getting better thanks to it in your own trading. If you are in Paradise Family VIPs, if you have secured your seat there, I will see you in Paradise Family VIP, where you are getting our personal trade setups with clear entry and exit targets. And if you are trading trading on your own, make sure that you are trading with a proper trading tactics, proper trading strategy, and that you are focusing on long-term profitability, not getting rich quick, because that's usually ends up badly. All right, don't try to chase the profits, focus on long-term growth and security of your capital. Protect your capital and you will be successful. And here on YouTube, I will see you again on Thursday. Cheers.